So here's part 2 of my season. With 1 deer on the ground in Ohio, 2 encounters with my hitless buck, Michelangelo. My season continues. On the 3rd encounter, Michelangelo stepped into 6 yards. Just 2 yards shy of giving me a shot, and he vanished. Kyle came into town the next day from Michigan to film, and we had high hopes for another encounter with Michelangelo. This is the branch that was preventing a shot on Michelangelo the night before. I wasn't going to pass up an opportunity to shoot a deer with Kyle up in the tree, and that doe cured exactly what I needed, an itchy release finger.
I really didn't want to shoot a doe this morning. She kept coming by. I like to shoot stuff. Every time she passed, I got a little more hungry. Earlier this morning, while we're having fun shooting a doe, Michelangelo is in this pasture that we're sitting in right now. It's complete cat and mouse. It's 20-something days that I've been trying to kill this deer. We've had 3 encounters with him so far. The reason why I haven't killed this deer yet is because Kyle actually... Can I do that? I mean, it makes me feel better. Yeah, that's right. I'm leaving after tonight, so... Yeah. Okay, here's the deal. This is the point that we're at in the season already. It's time to ask the old magic 8-ball. Will Michelangelo come out tonight? Now look good.
By the way, I deleted that app. Magic 8 balls don't work, at least not for me.
Nothing like a little mid-season scouting. We might see a bunch of different bucks, but unless there's something bigger or more mature, my heart's still set on Michelangelo. My daughter, she gave me a lucky buckeye that she found today. We also have a 4-leaf clover. We also have a horseshoe in the backpack. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It's already come to that already in the season.
A slow day in the blind wasn't exactly what we wanted, but this gobbler came in, and I got to seek some turkey redemption.
There's an art to the proper application of war paint. I watched a History Channel documentary on it. If it's not done perfect, the deer know they won't come in. It's proof. That's fact. After a few days off, Mike and I are back in it. We would both love to be in a tree stand, but this is an old field. They actually used to do a lot of rabbit hunting, and it was kind of a CRP. They just kind of let grow up, so it's all honeysuckle. I've got a mock scrape over here that Michelangelo, he's been hitting a lot in the evening. We had a cold front and the pressure's up, so we're really hoping that gets him on his feet a little bit. Yesterday we were hunting, and Kenny and I are talking about our hunt, what we could do. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I wonder if we tickled some antlers. We've seen some little bucks starting to kind of goof around. But Kenny comes up with the idea of, if we're going to tickle antlers, let's tickle some serious bone here. We're going to make him think that maybe there's a little bit of competition out here and he needs to
flex his muscle. After a few awesome rattling sequences, the only thing that showed up were a few young deer, not quite what we were looking for.
Kenny, there's about 400 pounds of antler on here. Kenny and I are in a new set. This is a cool one. If nothing else, it's a different view. We're not staring at the same thing. We're in an elm tree that moves like crazy. Every time it moves, I think I'm going down with it. So hopefully we can make Nightmare on Elm Street. And this is going to be Elm Street right here. About 4 years, that'll be a good buck. We're gonna let him pass. He got a pass. We finally got somewhat of a cold front. It's not what I thought we would have on November 7th, but 42 degrees when it was 74 degrees yesterday and the day before. I'll take that. With the wind that we have today, on this side of that bedding area, they can scent check that area over there. I think we might have another guy actually hunting down in that area, so it's either going to help us or it's going to hurt us. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Yes. Man, it's been a long year. I was coming to full draw and right at the last second, Kenny's like, no. He was behind these trees. Kenny couldn't get on him. He walked over and he got about 50 yards away and he was starting to walk away. And when I called at him, I'm like, man. And he actually turned his whole body completely broadside. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Shot's a little further back than what we had hoped. That's about a 50-yard shot. Well, it's not Michelangelo, but that's a good buck. That's a good buck that I'm happy with that deer. We had 3 real good encounters with him, and we had our shot and couldn't capitalize. I don't think it was any fault of any of us. There's a reason why that big buck's as big as he is. And this buck here, we've actually had a lot of trail camera pictures of him working this edge. We did a mock scrape over here. It was kind of cool. Get a couple of pictures of him and then actually get to see him.
We've got impact right here. We've got a little bit of hair and a little bit of blood. So now starts the tracking. Demolishing this stuff to do.
he just needed to scratch himself in that tree. Oh, look at this white belly. Right there. Oh. Look at that. Oh, yes. You don't even notice that over here on that side. Some big G2s. Dude, he's a pig. He's a big Kentucky buck. He's got a huge body. Probably one of the bigger body bucks I've ever shot in my life, if not the biggest. But he's just he's a stud. I'm tickled to death. I'm happy with him. It's been a long season. We've hunted crazy amounts in the tree stand, and this is just the icing on the cake. It's been an awesome year, and I actually told Kenny and Mike both, and my wife, I said, if I don't get a Kentucky buck this year, I've already had probably one of the best seasons or years of my life. So anything from here on out is just kind of like the icing on top, and that's what this buck is. I mean, he's kind of the exclamation point on a season. Goes back to persistence. I've said it before, either call it from stupidity or hard work, one of the two. If you just keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on, good things will happen. And I was able to get an arrow in him. I mean, just awesome buck. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, everybody. I love everybody right now. I do. I love everybody. I couldn't be happier.
Well, there you have it. It's my season. It was a grind, filled with sleepless nights, some chess play, and lots of fun. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for watching, and as always, shoot like you're hungry. When you use just any old handsaw to trim shooting lanes, your saw breaks. And when your saw breaks, you don't get your shooting lanes cut. When you don't get your shooting lanes cut, you miss your buck. Twice. When you miss your buck, you end your season with an unfilled tag. Don't end your season with an unfilled tag. Use Wicked Tree Gear, the toughest saws on earth.
Yeah, we've been working our Wicked Tree Gear pretty hard already this year. Our hand saws, pole saws, they work phenomenal. I can't say enough good about them, really. They built well, they stand up to the abuse that we put them through. They stay sharp for a long time.
So this summer and this fall, we're going to be utilizing the new Wicked Ultralight. It's our new 10 and 14 footer that we came out with this year. We launched it actually at the ATA. Having the 2-in-1, having the handsaw and the pole saw at the price point that it's at, it's going to be a big hit. It's backed by our same warranty that it doesn't matter how you break it. I don't care. Tell a funny story, you're getting it replaced or you're getting it repaired for free.
I like Wicked because I like to cut stuff. Well, not my hands, but I like to cut stuff.
Every time that we use it again, whether it be the handsaw or one of the pole saws, we get reminded about why it is that we are so glad to be using these and to be showing these products to people. It's a little more money, but the quality and the time and the money that you save over the long run, there's nothing on the market that really can compare or compete with the Wicked Tree Gear.
Yeah, our hand saws easily pay for themselves in the first year just in the amount of cheap saws that we would have had to buy. So we love them, and we will continue to use them for as long as we can keep our hands on them.
Well, in case you're wondering what exactly happened to Michelangelo, after my season had concluded in Kentucky, approximately sometime near mid-December, I got word that another hunter had actually killed Michelangelo approximately 3 miles away from where I'd been hunting him at. Nonetheless, and I was very happy to hear that somebody had taken him and he had not actually been hit by a car.